For me, for EY, ServiceNow is a tier 1 global alliance. And especially in MENA, there is a lot of complementarity. If you look, we work on business transformation, while ServiceNow, they look after digital innovation. So the combination is amazing for our clients. There are 3 pillars that we focus on. First, the people centricity, where we look at human-centered innovation. The second one would be around operational agility, where we're more agile, taking workflows and connecting processes, data, and people to make it seamless for the enterprise and to give value to the clients. And the third one is around having non-friction experiences. What that means is making sure to remove obstacles, removing obstacles from the processes and from the connections and the integration between the systems that a company has. It helps customers, it helps employees, and it helps the whole ecosystem to be better. This is why, from my perspective, from the EY perspective, and I think Sebastian, working together, like on the ServiceNow alliance or partnership, we are doing great, and we can see the potential. And remember one thing: the market here is tremendous. With everything that's happening in the world, if we look at MENA, this is where the opportunities are, and this is where all the clients are looking for improvements and digitization.
Well, ServiceNow's strategy for growth is primarily organic, and it's for that reason that partners like EY play a critical role in the way in which we're going to scale the company. So EY is having conversations every day with clients around business transformation, transforming business operations, transforming the employee experience and the customer experience. And it's the ServiceNow platform that enables that business transformation. And so it's for that reason that we have a very, very complementary go-to-market, and we have an enormous opportunity ahead of us. So in simple terms, we've got EY talking to the business and bridging the gap between the business and the ServiceNow platform. And then you combine those 2 discussions, and what you get is a completely different approach to leveraging technology to drive business transformation. And you hear people talk about digital transformation. Well, it's not really digital transformation anymore. It's actually business transformation enabled by technology. And in the context or in the market that we see today, every business is a digital business. And the unique power of EY and ServiceNow is really disrupting the marketplace and bringing in some incremental value to our joint clients.
First, what we said is around business transformation. So looking at the businesses, you want to make sure that you don't have silos. What that means is you don't want your HR, your IT, procurement, logistics, and everyone in a silo environment. When we look at an ERP system, usually they fix the back office layer where they can connect the processes in the back end. But you need also the front end. And if you have different systems, it's very difficult because you have to jump from one to the other. So what we see as a case study is how we can enable through the ServiceNow platform the innovation around workflows to connect different systems together. And then you have one platform that you can use for workflows, for making decisions, reporting, and so on. In the old days, ServiceNow was known mostly for ITSM and was known for support services and so on. We see the new ServiceNow, and this is where EY in the last year and a half, we are collaborating more together because of the complementarity, because we see that now the digital innovation and the business transformation are coming together. One example of this is what we're seeing, especially in the government and in the financial services sectors. We see, for example, when you go in the government, everyone is redoing their systems, re-looking at their processes, connecting different ministries together. For example, if it's a Minister of Finance or whatever. And this is where we see the ServiceNow business case and value in connecting those in a seamless way without having to go from one system to the other. Sebastian?
No, very, very well said. I mean, I think that the use cases that we're solving for are really around cost, productivity, business resilience, business continuity, employee experience, customer experience. So those are the types of conversations that we're having alongside EY with our joint clients, and they really start to speak to the digital transformation agenda or the digital business operating model agenda within our joint clients. More and more, we're evolving towards industry vertical solutions and discussions with EY so that we can be really, really targeted about how we align and solve for our clients' business opportunities. And then in addition to the industry vertical approach, we're also taking a very persona-based approach. So we're talking to the chief risk officer, we're talking to the chief customer officer, we're talking to the CHRO, as well as the CIO and the COO. So this idea of going to market through the industry vertical lens, number one, but also going to market based on the business persona is really, really powerful for both ServiceNow and EY. By the way, it's something that is natural to EY. By the way, it's the way in which ServiceNow is evolving to be more impactful with our joint clients.
Yeah, if I look at from the EY perspective, of course we have the big industries, but our big focus would be on public sector, where we're seeing, of course, a lot of transformation happening in public sector, especially in the region. Financial services and banking and insurance. We look at energy, if it's oil and gas or utilities. Also, looking at more customer-centric, employee-centric solutions to make it easier. Another thing, maybe to think about, other than only from a sector and solution perspective, is our collaboration and creating new IPs. So this is one of the things that we decided, that it's not only ServiceNow develops the solution, we come implement or we do the services. It's more how can we come together beforehand with new offerings to the client based on what we know, that the client needs, the issues at hand, having white papers in advance and so on, to be able to cater better, proactively to the client. So not waiting for an RFP or RFI to come, but being proactive and looking at their needs and helping them transform without, in a very natural way, I would say.
No, very well said, Khalil, and just to expand on that and to give you some examples of what we're doing today in terms of joint offerings. So we're looking at global business services with EY and how we deliver amazing next generation global business service environments. We're also looking at operational technology, so how we go into, for example, manufacturing and automotive with our joint approach to operational technology and operational technology management. And then the other exciting, in fact, two more exciting areas. One is around integrated risk management. So that's a big strength for us both. And then finally, ESG, environmental and social governance. The idea of going in and advising and supporting our clients on their ESG journey with a joint solution, EY plus ServiceNow, is another big conversation point for us in the market. Platform is one big trend. When you think about platform, we're seeing this idea of hyper-automation, which means let's just automate everything digitally right the way across an organization. And that automation delivers completely different cost environments, different productivity environments, different employee experience, different customer experience, and it also gives organizations the ability to respond more quickly in an uncertain world and to take advantage more quickly of new business opportunities. So the technology trend is around platform, it's around hyper-automation, and then within the ServiceNow platform, we embed some of the cool latest and greatest technologies natively into the platform. So think artificial intelligence, think machine learning, think natural linguistics, think robotic process engineering. All of these technologies are embedded natively into our platform, which means our customers out of the box can benefit from these new technologies to drive their digital agenda enterprise-wide.
Yeah, very good. If I look from our side, what we're seeing, I would divide it between back end and front end. So back end, like Sebastian said, it's very important, like the intelligent automation, because you want to create efficiency and make it easier for operations to happen. But the front end is becoming more and more important. Employees, customers, suppliers, everyone, they want a good interface, easy, and not to get cumbersome into going into multiple transactions and multiple screens and so on. We're seeing it more and more, and it's becoming a must to have. And this is where we see the value also of ServiceNow coming above the platforms, connecting different systems to have one front end. And the other thing, we're seeing also at the CEO, CXO level, CEO, CFO, COO, and so on, they want the reporting. They want a way to be able, to see analytics. When we talk about analytics, one dashboard that shows them the state of the business, and then they can drill down if they want, depending, on their need, in a secure manner. And you always forget cybersecurity, but cybersecurity is becoming also, very important, because any platform needs to be secure. And this is where, the collaboration, we can help our clients to do it in a good way and in a secure way at the same time.